The amount of mental resistance you feel before you do a task is not based on how painful the task is, but based on how painful it is in comparison to everything else you do in your life. That doesn't mean you can't enjoy your life, but it means that there's always going to be some kind of a task that you don't feel like doing. Take, for example, an ultra marathon runner versus an average person. If you told an average person who's, let's say, the hardest, or like, let's say like a degenerate in this case, and the hardest work task they do is like schoolwork. Let's say they're like a high school student. The hardest work task they do is schoolwork. Then doing schoolwork is going to feel like 10 out of 10 mental strain because it's the hardest thing they do. But if you take an ultramarathon runner and tell them to run half a marathon, then they're going to be like, oh, that's easy. They're going to feel like 5 out of 10 mental strain because they already run like full marathons all the time. They run like ultra marathons all the time, which is way harder. Doing like a half marathon is going to seem so easy compared to if you gave that like same task to the degenerate, right, whose hardest thing was like schoolwork, and now it's running the ultra marathon, the half marathon. Running the half marathon is gonna give them 10 out of 10 like mental strain. Do you see where I'm kind of like saying, I know my words aren't really right, but I'm hoping I can get this message across in a way that you can understand. A while ago, I listened to this Andrew Huberman like documentary kind of thing, and he invited this like guest speaker on his podcast, and that guest speaker was this like Yale professor of psychology, right? They taught psychology at Yale, right? Which is this very, very prestigious university. And basically what she said was that no matter how bad your situation is or how good your situation is, you will get used to it. If tomorrow you got hit by a truck and was paralyzed from the waist down, sure, it could make you depressed, but eventually after like 6 months, maybe even a year, you would get used to it and you would feel normal again. The same thing in reverse, right? If you won the lottery tomorrow, let's say you won $1 billion, you were rich, you would feel very, very happy at first, right? But then after like 6 months, it's just going to become another fact of life. No matter what it is, you will get used to it and you will feel mentally okay. The point I'm trying to make in this video is that you are going to feel the same no matter what situation you're in. No matter if you're fulfilling your purpose, you're pushing yourself to your absolute limits, you're working hard, you're going all in. Or whether you're living the same life, scrolling on TikTok, like jerking off, living this boring, purposeless life. Because honestly, I've lived both. And honestly, my mental health is definitely better on the more purpose-focused side of things. But shit still sucks, right? You are going to suffer anyways. No matter who you are going to suffer an equal amount. You have two choices in this life. You can choose for your 10 out of 10 mental strain to be working hard on a purpose, doing the task you dread, living your life to the fullest, or you can choose for the 10 out of 10 mental strain task, the thing you dread the most, to be looking at yourself in the mirror. That's your choice to make. There is no right answer in this question. It just depends how you want to live your life. As for me, I'm taking the first option. As for you, that's up for you to decide. If you're like me and you want to choose that first option, first link in the description is a completely free community. I'm not charging $1 for it. And on there, you can make posts where I can give you personal feedback and advice. You can meet people like you with similar values. And there's a completely free course that literally, it's basically my videos on steroids. It gives you the entire full breakdown of everything you need to know when it comes to setting goals, finding purpose, and achieving your purpose, fulfilling your purpose. I hope this video was helpful. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.